Leader Wiz, could you take over? Great leader.
Hello, good evening. Thank you so much, Leader Julius. Yeah, I'm Leader Wadzi from Harare, Zimbabwe. So today I'm briefly going to share with you how we analyze the market, because we think that it's very important to analyze the market, especially if you're doing the one-shot method, because you need to know exactly how to enter the market so that at least your trades are accurate. So when your trades are a little bit accurate, it means that you give yourself a fair chance of selling at profit. So we use this app called, I don't know if you can see my screen. Please
Very
confirm
clear.
if you can see my screen. Okay, so we use nomics.com. Yeah. So nomics.com here is an app like this. So it is a predictor. It's got a special function that other apps or other platforms don't have, in that it has a predictor. But what you have to take note is that this predictor is not, we can say it's not 100%, but it's sort of like a guide. It gives you a guidance of what the market is going to look like. So like most of these apps, like Luna Crash and Crypto Bubble, you have to put the coins that you want to watch on a watch list, right? You have to identify the watch list right here. Sorry, the device that I'm using here, I can't quite find my annotations where I can write on the screen. I'm using an iPad. So usually it doesn't give me the annotations, but they're on top on the watch list where there's a star there, a golden star. That's where you add all the cryptos. So most people that are in our teams are trading with Yobi, but if you're trading with Binance, it's just as well. You can put all your coins on the watch list so that you don't keep going back and forth. So on the watch list, as we can see there on our extreme left, we see that the number one coin there, the one that is performing well according to the market cap, is there on the extreme left. Number one is Bitcoin. So it's going to put them in the order of their performance, as you can see there, from one all the way down. So usually you want to watch the coins that are on the top performing coins. It means they're also performing well. It also means that they're on an uptrend. So for example, let's do a practical here. Let's choose, for example, the XRP. I know XRP has been very popular the past days. People have been making money with XRP. So you just click on the coin XRP or any coin that you want to analyze. So my app is still loading there. So now we're on XRP, and then we scroll down here. So when you scroll down, you're going to see that on the top there's a price, and then there's a prediction, there's a return on investment calculator. So it gives you a return on investment calculator per day, per week, all sorts of things. So, but we usually analyze our charts on the day frame. So nomics usually is what we analyze for the sake of prediction or performance of a coin. So I click here on the prediction, and then it's going to give me something that looks like this, right? Something that looks like this. So we see the steps here. You can see the dotted steps here. These are the predictions, the dotted steps. And the blue line or the line graph is the actual price. So what we see is that Nomics was predicting that this coin was going to be raising at this time. If you click here on the line on this time, the horizontal line, sorry, my apologies. You can see that it's written 22 April, 1 a.m. But first of all, before you do anything, you have to adjust your time zone. You put your time zone. For me, I use the Johannesburg time zone. I take the Johannesburg time zone so that it gives me sort of like a proper time. So here Nomics is predicting that today, 22 April. Today is what, sorry, guys, what is the date today? It's the 21st of April. So 22 April at 1 a.m. today, if I stay up, they are saying that XRP at exactly 1 a.m. is going to rise in value. So usually, let me decrease it a little bit so we can see the whole screen. So here, when I put my cursor here, I can see that this coin is going to do very well here at around 2 a.m., 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. there. So you can buy the coin today if you're in Johannesburg, wait maybe until 1 a.m. and buy the coin. And we can see with the graph line here, the graph line, that's the blue line here. The blue line, the graph line here is representing the actual price, the actual price. So we can see that what was predicted here by Nomics is that the price today at this time was going to be around 0.68, but the actual price is here at 0.76, which means the market is actually performing better than the prediction, right? So these steps that you see, the broken steps here, the broken steps, they are showing the predicted price. So if you take a trade today at 1 a.m. at this time, you are rest assured that the price is going to rise quite around that time. So this is how you fetch better profits. Many times we see that people are entering trades and then they just take the profit at 1.3. But if Nomics shows you something like this big step here on the 22nd here, you know for sure that it's going to be a big leap, but you have to know the time to enter. So timing, trade and timing is the uttermost important thing. It's very important to know the timing, because if I enter here, let's say straight after, let's say after 1 o'clock, right here, when the graph is a little bit flat, it means now the prices are probably consolidating from this point to this point. They'll be consolidating and not much of a rise. And here at the end of the day, at the end of this will be 23 April. It means now the prices are getting ready to go down because there's a little step there that's going down. So it gives us an idea of when to enter the market and when to exit the market, you see. So you are no longer just taking trades. You are taking them and you are informed of when to get out of the trade, because some of the people, sometimes they get into the trade, right? And then the market it shoots up all the way, let's say from here, and then it shoots up, because this is how we can also calculate the percentage of the actual shooting up. You take this price here, 0.684, right? That's the least price. That's the bottom price. And that price there at the top of the step, which is 0.7492221. So you subtract 0.682, this one, the bottom one, from this one, right? From 0.750, so that you get the difference from this bottom price to the top price. And then the result, the answer that you get there, you divide it by the least, you divide it by 0.683. That's how you get a percentage. So when you enter the trade, let's say tonight you enter XRP, you have sort of like an idea how much is going to raise. So if somebody has a calculator, maybe you can calculate this percentage, right? So that we know. And you've got sort of like an idea to know how much is going to raise. But then if you take, let's say, this one on the 25th, on the 25th of April, this one, you can also calculate the raise, and you know that this is not as big as the one here on the 22nd of April. So the 22nd of April and the 25th of April, they are both increases in price, but you can see that this is a major increase and this is a little increase. So now we're no longer taking trades, just blindly taking trades. but we know we can speculate. We can say, oh, because Nomics has predicted that there could be a major rise. And like I said, that these are guidelines, right? They are predictions, they are guidelines. We know that in the crypto business, sometimes something happens, there's news that happens, and then all of a sudden the market can take a downturn. But we can see what is happening with XRP here. I always say, when you're watching this graph here, the blue graph, you always take at the dip of this graph, at the dip instead of the top, at the peak. If you're buying, remember we buy low and we sell high. So if you're taking, for example, if you're taking the trade here at the dip of this little graph here, you could have waited and it would have gone up and up and up all the way up to here, right? So you never take a trade when it's on the tip here. You take a trade when it's at the dip. Like we can see what's happening with XRP. It's getting ready to go down, which means if by, let's say at least by 1 a.m., my time, South African time, if the dip, this line graph goes a little bit down there, it's safe to buy. And we know the price is probably going to shoot a little bit above there. So this is one method that we use, the Nomics. But we know that using and relying on one method as a trader is not good. You use what we call, we use at least three indicators. Why do we use 3 indicators? It's because we need an agreement in the market. Because some indicators, they say, are time lagging. They respond later, right? So you need 3 indicators to agree with what you are seeing. So we use what is called the Trading View app. This is charts. We look at the charts on the Trading View app. Let me go to the Trading View app. There. So I'm also going to load the XRP on my Trading View app. I've already put them on the watch list. This is the wonderful thing about these apps.
Could you, sorry for interruption, you are too fast. And you see,
okay.
There are slow learners like Julius that are seeing this for the very first time. So could you go back on Nomics? Very sorry to take you back. Yeah, so I have friends. So friends like me that are slow learners, could you give me some thumbs up? You enjoy repeating. So we go back now, so that we can understand you very well. So you repeat the process so that as slow learners we can also be able to.
Excuse me, Leader Julius. Leader Wadzi is doing very well, except for the fact that we cannot see the full screen. You understand? The time she's talking about, you see, her screen is not showing fully.
Okay. Can you now see it?
I don't know if it's because you are using an iPad. I don't know, but it's not showing fully.
Let me turn it around.
Yeah.
Maybe you go back from the start. You go back from the start. You don't start from here. Yeah, I can see the screen.
Yeah, we can see your screen, but not full. Okay. Better. At least, but we will have to now zoom closely to see what you're talking about. Now the figures are showing, but initially they weren't showing.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So sometimes you need to interject me when I'm talking, because I've got a tendency to talk very fast. Sorry. Sorry about that.
No, but it's fine. It's fine. We are getting what you're saying. It's just that your screen was not showing fully. Well done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, guys. So I'll be moving my screen here so that you can see what I'm talking about, because on the other times I'm talking about something that's on the extreme left of my screen, and then I'll move the screen to the right where I'm talking about whatever it is. So remember, guys, I said you go on your watch list. Okay, let's start from the start. Right. You go on the watch list. Right. On the watch list. All right.
this is not where you started from.
Yes, so I'm starting. Yes, I'm starting.
Slow learners, we are here.
Okay. All right. We go to the home page or to the assets. If you don't have a watch list, just go to the assets, right? And you pick the coins from there. So I'm on the home page right now of nomics.com. And I'm looking at the assets here, like we said. The assets here is just a list of the assets that are available for trading. And it will show us the best performing one on the top. And you can change it. You can change to the least performing one. You can change to whatever it is. But today, because we're using an example, we want to make an example of how we analyze the actual coin that we want to trade. So this is the XRP, right? The XRP is number 6 there. Sorry, I don't have annotations for this. Next time I'll be better prepared. Sorry about it. So XRP is this one. I go on the XRP, the coin that I want to analyze. And then it gives me a page like this. But where we do the analysis is the bottom of the page. So this page gives you the whole information about this coin, the XRP. The wonderful thing about Nomics is you can learn about that actual coin on this page. When you click it, it will show you how this coin was developed and all those things at the bottom. Its daily performance. It's if you want updates here all the way to the bottom. So these things, we're not talking about them today. We're talking just about analyzing the coin in order to start trading it. So the first, it will show us something like this, right? This is the candle graph. But because we want to use the predictor, what is the predictor? It shows us what is sort of like a weather forecast. You know, when we're watching TV and we hear the presenters talking about the weather that today there's a 50% chance of rain. That's what the predictor is on Nomics. It's showing you what might happen in the market. It's not a definite, but it's a guideline. So when you are using Nomics, it means that you don't just use Nomics as one indicator. You use it together with other indicators so that it's a bit more accurate. You understand? Just like sometimes when we are watching the weather report, it can tell us today is going to rain, or there's a 50% chance that it's going to be sunny the whole day, and then it ends up raining, right? It happens like that, isn't it? Right? So this Nomics is a predictor, a guideline. So here on the price, where it says price, we want to see the predictor. This is what we used as a guideline. So this predictor, it can show us the predictions in a day. Here there's a day one, in a week, in a month, in a year, sometimes when they have enough data. So we will analyze the daily, right? Let me try to minimize my screen so that you all can see, right? Can you all see? Right. So as you can see here, yes, there are two things on the screen. There's the broken steps, these dotted steps that are going up and down. And then there's the little graphs, the line graphs, the green one, right? So the dotted steps are the predictions. And then the line graphs are the actual performance of the market. What is happening right now as we speak is the green graph, that one. But the dotted lines are what Nomics speculates might happen. So when we see a graph like this, it shows us that the prices right now are actually better than what Nomics predicted, because here the speculations are here. The predictions are here at the bottom, and the actual price is way up here like this. So Nomics was predicting that the prices are going to be, let's say, at 0.68, but the prices are actually here up there. It went all the way up to 0.78. So, but we use Nomics to help us to know when the market is going to take a sharp turn. Like here, for example, I said I go to the bottom right here on the little circle with the ragged little circle there on the bottom right. I click it there. And then I adjust my timeline. Make sure you're in the correct time zone, because these times I might be saying another time zone. I'm in like here it's saying UTC, but I am in Zimbabwe and we use the Johannesburg UCT. That's the time zone that we use. So if I click here at the bottom, it's gonna show me the time, my time exactly. Like right now it's around 9 o'clock. So it's showing us right now that the market, this is the price of the market at this time, it's 9 o'clock. But they are saying this, as you can see, this dotted line that suddenly went up. They are saying that at around 1 o'clock after midnight, XRP is going to rise significantly. And usually that's exactly what happens. Usually it happens like that. That's how we do it in our team. Sometimes people are fetching a lot of money. They're fetching like according to the speculations or the predictions of Nomics. You can see from this bottom here, which is 0.68 to the top here where it's saying the prediction might rise to 0.75. This is a large, it's a very big increase from 0.68 here to 0.75. So how we calculate the percentage of rise? This is just maths. This is no longer trading. I think this you need to have had maths or done maths in school. So we are going back there because of money. So it's you put 0.68, right? The least price, the bottom price, to 0.74. So you subtract 0.684 from 0.75 roundabout there. So when you subtract the two, the answer that you get, you divide it by 0.68, the bottom price. So that answer is the percentage. It will show you what the percentage is. I wish there was someone with a calculator who was doing this and they would show us. So let's say from here to there is 10%. You are not going to enter exactly 10%. We know that this indicator is not 100%. No indicator is 100%. So you must always give a gap for leave space. I mean, for error, leave a space for error. So because if from here to there is about 10%, you want to be modest and then maybe enter 8% or something like that. So this teaches us, it shows us when to enter the market. Like here, we know that if we wait up, if you are still up and you wait up around 1 o'clock, it means XRP is going to be raising really fast, right? And then you enter the market right here and you can see that it's actually getting ready to go down. How do we know? Remember, we say that in the crypto markets always go in cycles. They go up and down, up and down. Even on an upward trend, like for example, this trend here, it's an upward trend. It's an up and down trend, but while it's going up, right? So here, we know that we enter at the bottom. We take advantage of when it's right here in the small, right on the green graph here, on the small bottom there, that's when we enter the market. And when it shoots there on the top, on the peak of that little graph, that's when it has gone down a little Hello? Can you still see my screen?
Yes, my leader. We can see your screen.
Okay, sorry about that. I had some issues with.
Okay. Yeah, it was like you were being the network. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So we share again. All right. Okay. So I was talking about the nomics. So you remember what I was saying? I said you do not use just the nomics by itself. You have to use it with another indicator so that you are more accurate. So after looking at the coin like that, you know that at 1 a.m. is going to be a good time to enter XRP. And then you go to the Trading View app, which is what I was talking about in the last thing. Can I go ahead? Are we on the same page so that I go ahead and explain the further thing that you have to do with the Trading View app? Can I go ahead?
Sorry, my leader. Please, before you go ahead, there's just one thing that I didn't see while you were sharing the screen. I think that 1 a.m. I don't know where you saw that time, the exact time to go into the trade. I think every other thing is okay. Your explanation is clear, except for the time. I don't know where you picked the time from. That's for the nomics.
Okay. So I'm here on the nomics page. All right. I'm here on the nomics page.
Yes, I can see your screen.
I'm trying to reduce the, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'm here on the nomics page. So how I see the time, I said I go to the bottom right. The bottom right, do you see where this circle is? There's a little circle with ragged edges there, with little edges. That circle at the bottom right. Can you see it, leaders?
Yes, leader.
Bottom right. That's the settings, right?
Yes, the settings circle.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. And then when I click the settings, I go to time zone, right? To set up my time zone. Because it's on DT, to set on Joburg time, right? As you can see at the bottom of the graph there, it's in May, we're in May, and there are different time zones there, right? May. Do you see it, leaders?
Yes, I can see the May.
It's May. So I've gone back to April. And I'm on the day chart because there's a day chart, there's a week chart, I'm on the day chart. So you can analyze per week, you can analyze per month, you can analyze per year. Per month to know if you're going to trade this coin the whole month, the performance of the prediction performance of the coin the whole month. So here we can see that this coin from, okay, sorry, my screen is not responding anymore. But we can see that this coin from the 19th of April, it's been steadily going up. Do we see? We are using the prediction, these dotted lines, this one. We are using these dotted lines. It shows us it was steadily going up from the 19th of April. So if you were someone who could have entered on the 19th of April and hold this coin all the way up to tomorrow, which is 23, because tomorrow it's going to start going down. And then on 24 April, it's going to start going down. The steps are going down. And then it's going to go up again on the 25th of April around 1 a.m. And then it will go up a little bit here on the thing, on the 26th of April. And then it will go down again on the 27th of April. Do you understand, leaders, now how we can see the time, how we see the time and the date? Do we get it?
Very clear, very, very clear.
Yes, we have seen it. Yeah.
So
I
now
see the time. I see the time I was asking for. I see it at the far left, almost. Far left. It's written. It was written 13. I think 13 or something.
This one is 13 April. 13 April. This is the past. This is something that happened in the past. 15 April. So this is the current here, where we get here. This is what is happening now. The current 21 April is in around 10 o'clock. This is my time in Zimbabwe. It's around 10 p.m.
Yes, yes, I've seen it.
So now this side here on the extreme right there, these are the prices. They are the prices. So these steps show us that from this price to that price, it's going to go up to from this price to this price. So you can actually see that from about 0.68 to about 0.75, it's going to go up. But here on the current, this is the actual thing that is happening. The green one is what is actually happening on the market. But it's showing us that there's a sharp increase. There's going to be a sharp increase around 1 a.m. today on the XRP coin, so we can plan accordingly. So now I'm saying that we have seen this thing. We don't use that alone. In trading, you must never rely on one indicator. You have to have what are called, there was one leader in our group who said, in our team, he said that you need witnesses. You know, when you're in court, you need witnesses who are saying the same things, right? To say this thing is the truth. They have to be witnesses who are confirming the same thing, right, guys? So you go to TradeView. That's why I'm saying after you've analyzed this coin, now you know, it's telling me there's a sharp increase that's going to happen, what. And then you go to your TradingView app. It's just another app also, but this one is a charting app. It's an app that uses charts. And then I go again to the XRP coin here. I choose the XRP, sorry. You guys, you must load the TradingView. It's loaded with information. Did you see when I pressed there? I pressed it like this. Do you see where it says XRP USDT ideas there on top with the little light there? If you click there on the ideas, there are seasoned traders in the TradingView app who will give you ideas as to what they think about what XRP is happening, and they will even give you the entry zones, the time when you can enter, all those things. So there's so much information that we have. So when I click there, I go to load view, the full chart to see the full chart. So I'm just going to remove some of these things so that we don't confuse. I've put some of these things that I use, but for the sake of us who are learning, I'm going to remove them so that, okay, like that thing, I removed it. So the most important thing right now, if you're learning, is to put what is called the RSI, which is this one that I am touching here. It's called the RSI. It shows you the bottoms and the tops. I've put another type of RSI here that I like very much, because this one is a sensitive RSI. It moves with every price action, or it moves once every candle moves, it also moves. So I really enjoyed this. So you can use one or two, don't mind me or whatever. But this one is the most important RSI that you need to understand. And then here is your candle. So now we've studied the XRP, right? And we can see that the XRP right here at the bottom of the RSI, we usually wait for the RSI here. Remember, when you're doing the one short method, you're buying at the bottom and selling at the top, right? Remember, guys, if you're doing the one short method, but if you're doing the margin calls, you can enter here, even here at the top, because you're getting ready for the coins to go down. You're getting ready to buy in the deep. But if you're doing a one short and you want to take advantage of the raising of the market, you enter right here. This RSI, sorry guys, let me use another chart where I can write. There's a chart that I saved in one of my files that's already, yeah, perfect. So for example, this chart here, I saved this chart here. so I can write on it. So here what we have is the candles, right? These are the candles, number one. And then this is one RSI. This is another RSI, right? So we want these things to agree. They have to agree before we enter a trade. So even when you get a signal in the group, you have to come and check on the RSI, the position of the coin. So I usually enter my coin. Right here at the 0 percentile. There are 3 lines there you can draw. This is the 0% line. This is the 50% line in the middle of the RSI. And this is the 100% line on the top. Okay, let me remove this. Yeah. So on the 50% line, you don't want to enter the market on the 50% line. This is the 50%. This is the 0. This is 100%. So once you see the RSI right here on the line here at the bottom, the 0%, you enter the market. So let's see if what I'm saying is true. This is the 0%. Do you see what happened there on the candle? If you had entered the market here, the RSI was at the bottom, the 0%, even this RSI is at the bottom. So you've got 3 agreements now. 1 agreement, 2 agreement, 3 agreements to enter at the bottom. So once you do that, let me remove the drawings. Okay. So once you do that, you know for sure that I've entered the market here at the bottom, and the market is going up. This is a 1-day chart. I put my candles on 1 day. So it means on this day, it went up. So you could have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of profits holding the same coin for 6 days and still be in profit. Why? Because you entered at the bottom of the RSI. So what does this mean? It shows you the position of the coin in terms of you entering the trade. You don't want to enter the trade at the top of the RSI on the 100 percentile. So the RSI is sort of like, it's called the relative strength index. So when a coin reaches 100% here on the top, it means now the only thing that's left is to go down. So when you see the signals that are being sent on the group, you have to come and check your RSI to see the position of the coin. Because sometimes people are just entering because you received a signal from someone and you enter it here, somebody just say, okay, enter QRP, and then it's here at the top. It means now it's only getting ready to go down. And you can see even your RSI is at the top, it means it's getting ready to go down. So you don't enter the trade here at the top of the RSI. So the thing that you're looking for is the position of the coin before you enter it. We only enter the bottoms. And if you enter the bottom, especially when it's at the 0 percentile line, you most likely, if you enter at the 0% line, you know the coin is now going up. This is what happened here. Do you see, guys? It happened here. This line here, do you see this one? The RSI was at the bottom, and here, this is what the candles were also showing us. Immediately, if you'd entered here, right here at the 0 percentile, the coin went up all the way up to here. It went up all the way up to here, and you'd be in profits all the way. But then it also means here it has reached the top, which is this part, the top, the peak of the mountain. It's your time to get out. You get out and then you sell at a profit, right? Profit. So I think that's all I have to share about the RSIs and how we use nomics and our trading view in order to enter a trade. So you want to gather what we call witnesses before you enter the market, because witnesses are what tell you that is it safe because there's one witness that can lie to you. Like Nomics can tell you something. So you're going to look for other witnesses to say, are they in agreement for us to enter the market? So I know that when I'm teaching these things, it sounds like something that is very difficult, but this is what I'm teaching my new recruits. I've actually adopted this system. When I introduce someone to Royalq, I teach them straight away, and then I teach them the RSI. And then I tell them, look, if you see a signal in the group, go and check on your RSI and enter the trade. You are no longer just blindly trading, blindly entering. Because I know when we joined Royalq, when we started, we used to someone just say, take BTC. You just go and you take BTC. You don't even know. Sometimes it's at the top here of the RSI and it's going down with your money. And then you see you're already in floating loss the moment you enter a trade and you wonder what's going on. But it's because also we didn't know. But ladies and gentlemen, there's no excuse anymore for us not to know. And the more we equip our team members with knowledge, then they will be more independent and they won't even bother us. Like I've got 3 ladies that I joined that I recruited last week. I showed them this thing. They just immediately, they just started with profits. And I told them that this is like a strategy. You treat yourself like a robot. Like I say to my people, you are like the robot. Trading doesn't have emotions. Don't involve emotions in trading. Look at the RSI and obey what it's saying. Don't do your own thing. If you see the RSI here, like here, even if people are saying, because sometimes we suffer from fear of losing out, and people are saying, look, it's going up, it's going up. And you check your RSI and you see the RSI is here, like on the 50 percentile line. Don't trade. Wait for the perfect conditions. Wait for the perfect condition. Always enter at the bottom if you're doing one shot, like here at the bottom. Do you see? If we go back, if we check, if you go back by yourself and you start checking what I'm saying, you will see that every time the RSI hits the bottom, the 0 percentile, you know the next thing is going to go up like this. Yeah. I think that's all I have for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Any questions? Are you still there?
Yes. I'm very attentive. You know, when it comes to learning, I want to learn a little. I don't want to have questions myself for the first time. I want to see the second time, the third time. But I see already we have my brothers with questions. Yeah, so you can mainly listen to them. Thank you so much. Okay. I really appreciate for giving me $1 billion idea so that I go and collect as much money as I want. Thank you so much. If you appreciate training from our leader, can I see some love hearts? I know some of you are already dozing, but if you appreciate some love hearts with good spirit, what you give back comes back to you. But some people, even giving a love heart, they get annoyed. I see. Some people have not given any love heart here. When he presses it, he's like dying. Okay. All right, let us get to the questions here so that you can. Someone has given Yeshu. Who's this one? This is Michael. Okay. All right, so you can be able to.
Thank you.
So you can maybe get some of these few questions and we can call it a tonight until the next day.
And the chicken. Thanks, Leader Anthony. Yes, Leader Anthony, so, go ahead. I think he's got his hand raised there. Leader Anthony. I don't know, Leader Julius, there are people with the raised hands. They can ask.
All right, let me allow them to unmute themselves. I hope I've done so.
Yeah. Go ahead, whoever wants to ask a question.
So I think you can unmute.
I'll ask all to unmute, right? Yes. Okay, Leader Anthony, go ahead and ask a question.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Leader Witsi, for that elaboration. Now, my question is, between the RSI and the candlesticks, which one drives the other? Which one? Where are the forces balanced? Are the forces balanced in the RSI that drive the candlesticks, or it's the candlesticks that influence the RSI movement? That's my question.
Okay, so the candlesticks are influenced by price action, by the moving up and down of the price. That's the candlesticks, right? So we know that we can put our candlesticks in 1 hour, we can put them in different time frames. But I always say to people, the 1 hour time frame compared to the 1 day time frame, the 1 day time frame is more predictable. It gives you a larger view of what is happening in the market as opposed to a 1 hour time frame. So the candles are the time, the price action. And the RSI just reacts to the price action when the candles are moving. You get it? So the primary thing is the candles, and then the RSIs react. Are you answered, Leader Anthony? Okay. It looks like he's answered. So who's next now? Silver Transformer.
Okay, thanks a lot, Leader, for the great performance.
Yes.
Yeah, you will excuse some of us. We are seeing these things for the first time and we are just learning from scratch, but shall pick up.
Yeah, what I can encourage you guys is never be afraid. I know when you see these things for the first time, it's intimidating, yes, all these graphs and all sorts of things, but don't be afraid to learn. And sometimes, you know, the best way to learn is to go by yourself. You know, sometimes people will spend time on the phone doing all sorts of things, like going on WhatsApp and just chatting for no reason. Go on that app, just try to play around with it. Try to understand, okay, so what does this mean? Sometimes you learn by yourself. So don't be afraid to learn, because even I have learned by self-education, by watching other leaders. And like I said, TradingView. If you go to the TradingView app, it has so many lessons there. You can get ideas from seasoned traders. You can watch live videos in your TradingView app of how to use the charts and everything. So go ahead and learn. Learning is your attitude. So for some, it can take a week. For some, it's fast. But be patient with yourself and learn, and never be afraid to learn. Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot. What I'd like you to do is just to go back a little. Like you said, when I'm given a signal, or when like I look at my quantitative on Royalq, and I want to pick up a coin, I just want those lines you talked about down, the RSI.
The RSI.
I just beg your pardon from there. Maybe I pick that for a day today.
Okay, so on the RSI, you take all the coins, right, that are in your Royalq, the ones that you're using. Sorry, the ones that you're using already to trade. Yes. So, and you add them on your watch list. Are you using, guys, sorry about that. Are you using the Lunar Crash or all those other apps that Leader Julius was encouraged us to use?
Yeah, I use them, but at times Luna brings in the other coins which we don't trade. So mostly I've been basing on quantitative.
Yeah, so there's no problem.
To trade.
TradingView has all the crypto assets that are listed on the exchanges. They are there on TradingView. So okay, let me use the one that I can draw on. Okay. I think I need to change this chart and choose a different one. Okay. Sorry, leaders. Okay, I'm taking a clean one like this one. So this one is called the RSI. This one is called the stochastic RSI. There are different types of RSIs. This one is also an RSI. It has what is called, this one is a moving average. It shows us that the prices are always, the averages of the prices are always moving. So it is an RSI that cuts across a moving average line. But the easiest way to learn an RSI, especially if you're still learning, is this one. This one is the easiest one. It's called a stochastic RSI. Or you can write it down, stochastic, like this. Stochastic RSI. So that's the easiest way to learn. Why is it easy? Because it's a visual one and it's smooth. It's very smooth. So you'll be able to see the ups and downs very clearly, right? So when you put your trading view, you just go on the indicators and then you add a stochastic RSI, which is this one. It will appear right there on your charts. I think we'll do that another day to show you how to add those things. If there are people who don't know how to add this, we'll do another day. So when you've done your RSI, let's say you choose a coin. Let me do that. Let me show you if I'm choosing a coin. Let's say here on the watch list. I'll use the watch list because it's the same as Royalq. I'm choosing a coin. Let's use the YFI one, this one, YFI. I've chosen YFI and I want to trade it. I go YFI. Like right now, this is not the correct time to enter YFI according to my strategy of using the RSI. This is not the time because here you can see the stochastic has already risen and it's around 62%. It means this coin has already gone up by 64% on the RSI. So it's going to lose strength. I want a coin when it's here at the bottom around -0 or -0, around 0% there. It means it's gonna go up and I've got a better chance of taking a lot of profits because it's gonna start from here and then go up all the way. But here it's about 65%. It means it's getting tired. You understand? So I'm not going to enter it. You get it? Do you get it, leader?
I'm following.
Yeah. For example, so let's be interactive because I want to know if you understand what I'm saying. So here, you can see what happened here. This is the 0% here. This is where I would have entered. It's a perfect place to enter a trade. Look at what happened here.
I'm seeing there I'm seeing there are two lines. I'm seeing the orange and the blue one.
Yeah. So there's also a catch to this blue and orange line. So you can see that they cross. Can you see it?
Yes, I do.
Each time they are crossing. If you analyze, if you're just using simple analysis, you can see that they are crossing each time there's a change in direction. Do you see?
Okay, I can see that.
So when it's at the bottom here and it's about to go up, it crosses. If it's about to go up, it crosses. If it's about to go down, it crosses. So this is something to note here. Why does it cross? When there's a blue line here on top, it means it's an uptrend. When it crosses here, it means now the trend is changing. The trend is already changing. And then the orange line becomes on top. It means now it's a downtrend. And then when it crossed here, do you see this also crossed here? It crossed here. Every time the RSI lines cross, it means there's a change in direction. So we take the trades right there on the crossing. Here, this is the perfect place to enter. the market, because here, did you see what also happened here? This is what is happened here. Immediately on the crossing, immediately, this is also what happened there. The crossing here signified that now the downtrend is shifted to an uptrend. Do we get it? Like here, the downtrend that was there shifted, now there was an uptrend.
Okay.
Yes. That's how the perfect way to use an RSI, just like here, here, and here. You see what happened here, and immediately the market went up, but it's only better for you if you're entering the market here at the bottom, not here. So that's why I'm saying that if you see a signal that was sent in the group, don't just enter, because you know what happens? Signal, sometimes the person who types a signal does it maybe in 5 minutes and then sends to other groups in another 5 minutes, and then it reaches to you maybe after 20 minutes. 20 minutes is a long time for the market to do something. 20 minutes, a market can just go up like this. So you as a person, like they said, you are the master of your own destiny. Even when you get a signal from someone, go to the RSI and check, is it at the bottom or is it already gone? Because if you see it at the 50%, it's gone. I never take a trade in the 50%. Because for me, it's gone. Or I don't take a trade if I'm doing a one shot, if it's here. Do you see what is happening here? Here, that's the top. It was already going down. It went down. So imagine you entered the market and it goes down with your margin going down. But if you're doing the margin calls, it will be okay. I like to take the margin calls here because it's already showing me that it's somewhere halfway and it's going to go up. But if you take the margin call here, it means you have to be prepared to put in money, like a lot of money, all the way to the deep here. Yeah.
Okay. In conclusion, as I look at these lines, I look at this price here, which is in the blue and the orange here. Because that is what I'm seeing you are talking about. Because I'm seeing here the 48%, you've been referring to 50%, something like that. I hope you're basing on this.
It's not a price leader. That one is not a price. It's the movement of the RSI in terms of strength. So the RSI is called the relative strength index. So it's showing us the strength of the market, that now it's at 50% strength, it's at this strength, it's at that strength. So the orange line is the downward trend. So it's showing us that the downward trend is at 49% strength. The upward trend is at 48%. So here, the downward trend is greater than the upward trend. So we know that the market is going down. Do you understand?
Okay. I get it. All right, thanks a lot. Are these classes, do you have them daily using the same link?
Yes, we have them daily with this team, and then we also have them daily at 10:30 South African time.
10:30 South African time.
Yes.
All right, that is 9:30 our time. Okay, thanks a lot. That is 9:30 our time because we are ahead of you 1 hour.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right. So any more? I'm tired, guys. It's actually.
Yeah. I just want you to come to the end. I don't believe in people overlearning also. So, when people learn something new, they want to overlearn it and enter it inside until they want everything to stick in their mind their first day, which I don't believe. So I'm also learning, but it's sometimes you just need to learn a little, rest a bit, learn the other time. You can't learn these things the first day. So I just want to thank you so much for your time. And people could go and rest, and they can, if they want to learn so much, they can sleep on their apps, on their devices, jingle with them to learn something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, so thank you so much.
I just wanted to say we have those Zoom meetings Monday to Friday, every day, Monday to Friday at 10:30 a.m. So if there are people who also want to join in the morning, they can join us. We have got our 3 great leaders. That is Leader Wadzi, I've got Leader Crypto Silver, and I have Leader Mopiwa, who are very good in training about the nomics and trading view. So everyone who's free from Monday to Friday will share the link 10:30 a.m. and then they can join the Zoom meeting, because right now they can't understand everything. You know, when you are learning, you don't just understand everything. You need time, and yeah. So 10:30 a.m. Monday to Friday.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Have a good night. God bless you. Thank you so much, Leader Z. Thank you so much, Leader Preshi. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Leader Preshi, Leader Wadzi. We
Bye.
appreciate you. Yeah,
thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you so much. Good night.
So I'm dropping the Zoo, those that have want to listen again, I'm dropping the link for the YouTube.